Hi everybody, it's Lace here from Diamond Fields and Prism. And as you know, on October 21st, we are doing the third annual New Britannia Breast Cancer Awareness Biathlon. But before I go in and giving you some hints and showing you the route, I just kind of wanted to do a walkthrough our town here in Diamond Fields. We've got it pretty spookily decorated for Halloween and, of course, for the New Britannia Breast Cancer Awareness. We've put up the new Shogun Pavilion and stuff, and I just kind of wanted to give you guys just a little sample. A lot of our residents have done deco, and again, the reason I love my town so much, look at this sky. Well, not so much my town, but just the game. Look at this sky. Like, I can see almost every single constellation going on here tonight. There's three up there. I know I went down here, there's another one right there, fourth one, and I know when I went over here, I could see some more. Got the green one there. I don't know the names of all these. It's on my list of things to learn. You got the shattered moon. Again, that's just part of why I love this town is there's just breathtaking sky views. Up, shooting star and stuff. Even though this isn't exactly related to the New Britannia Breast Cancer Awareness, I wanted to show that we were in the Halloween spirit and stuff. And this right here, this little display, we also have written "Don't be scared." And that is not just for Halloween. That's about breast cancer awareness, which is part of what our biathlon is about. Is don't be scared. Go get those yearly checks. Men too, if you notice something, go get checked. Time is your biggest enemy when something's going wrong like this. And so that's our little logo here, not only for the spooky Halloween thing. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. This is a fun, scary place. And don't be scared to go and get checked and stuff. The inspiration for this front piece was I don't know how many people have been at Disney World, but they have the little heads on the little columns and they have the projected holograms and stuff, and that was kind of the inspiration for the heads on the pedestal. And then of course we had the wonderful virtue balloons that are black, one of the few decorations we have that come naturally black, so obviously orange and black for Halloween. And then of course the purple to give that eerie glow, and it just really plays off the web trees very well. Even like these zombie statues seem backlit, and just makes them even more creepy in the night and stuff. It's starting to get daylight here, so it doesn't look quite as good as it does and impressive at night, but I wanted to just get that quick video shot in there and say, I think the town looks really great, and I think it's going to be a fun starting point for this year's biathlon. And that is exactly what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the starting line, which will be down here. We'll be meeting up by the pavilion on the second floor. We have a nice little pub and stuff going on up there. And then the start line will be basically right here. The racers will take off, and obviously the first thing you're going to hit is that red boat going to Novia. And I'm going to cover one race route possibility. Again, your race route's up to you. And with all the changes that they've made in improving performance, wow, I think this is going to be a super fast race this year. Even if you don't have the most uber graphics card or computer or anything like that. And that's why this race is the great equalizer, because at the fishing part, some people, even if they have 100 fishing, get beaten by people that didn't have much fishing because, it's random on the fishing. I can't wait till more fishing changes are implemented and we can, change up that second part of the biathlon and stuff. And even though we have this wonderful all these docks now here in Diamond Fields for fishing or fishing derbies. This is not where the finish line is. The fishing line is in Siren Song Bayou, a connected POT to this one, and several other locations, and we'll get into that. But we're just going for the start now, and we're gonna go ahead and click onto the overworld map, and I'll pick you up on that side. So again, for those that don't know, you can access Diamond Fields from Port Phoenix, Jade Valley, um, Knox, Iron Gate. I'm probably missing some of my other. See, Iron Gate, Phoenix Fields, I believe, Sparrow Fall. I believe all of these connect to Diamond Fields. For the Siren Song Bayou, that's Jade Valley and Port Phoenix for sure. So remember that for the finish line, you will have to zone into that POT and then take a boat over to Siren Song Bayou. That's for the finish line. Also, I'd forgotten to put on, well, my Countach pink dye. You don't catch me in a dress often ever. This is probably the closest thing you're going to get to a dress, and this will probably be my outfit for the actual race. Racers, remember, you are going to get Countach pink gear to wear for the race, and you must wear that because that's part of it, is everybody kind of being dressed the same. It's going to be a shirt, kilt, shoes, and gloves. So 4 pieces of equipment you will get as a racer, and they're all Countach pink dyed. So if you go to put them away and want to pull them out, make sure you're not going, oh, why do I have this cotton whatever thingy? Make sure to check for the pink dye and stuff, and don't throw it away. Oh, some people coming through. To start this first leg, so you'd come out of Diamond Fields, and you could take the boat to Erie and do kind of a clockwise rotation around the map, or you could go down the road and take the boat to Exeter down here and do a counterclockwise rotation. The route's kind of laid out in a loop like that, to where you can go either direction. I'm going to go the Erie route because that's one I actually kind of looked at earlier this morning and stuff. And our first stop is going to be Harvest. So it's a bit of a jog, but remember, you can do this. I'm going to take my inventory, and I'm going to get some coconuts on here. Coconuts are allowed. No exiting to the world map. No teleporting to cities or anything like that. No dash and stuff like that. Because not everybody trains these things, and some people might be newer players and stuff. So coconuts, absolutely fine. If you don't already have coconuts, then you are going to want to go to Owl's Head and talk to Knob the stable boy quite near the public vendor, and ask him, I believe it's about horses, and that's how you get your coconuts. You can skirt these little random encounters on the road and stuff, and you should have no issues. Again, with the huge fast loading times, this is going to be a pretty quick race this year. Even though I even added one more stop, I probably could have added a lot more. So like I said, we're going to Harvest now. I just added Harvest to the route and didn't vet it quite so early this morning, so I may make a wrong turn here and there. But anyway, we're going to run up that way. We're going to try to get past the skeleton. Should be right around up in this area. If I get lost, y'all just have to bear with me. But getting there, I'm trying to remember the connector bridges and stuff. I think I have to go this way. Let's see. Not really on a road. I want to think it's right up that way. And I'm cutting through woods, and there may be a little bit, yep, there it is, Harvest. There may be a little bit faster route up ahead if we'd gone to the right, but this didn't look too bad. So there we are, and we're going to go into Harvest, and I will pick you up inside the zone, inside Harvest. So here we are in Harvest, and the place that you're looking for is actually a row house I own here. I think Harvest is a beautiful town. Unfortunately, the town crier is pretty deep, so being able to look at the town crier and get the directions to my lot, you have to go pretty deep in, but that's okay. It's on your way to the lot. You do not want to go up the path there. You're going to stay on the low path. There's a couple of scenes that are like this, and both of them we happen to stay on the low path for the race route this year. I'm basically just heading to the town crier. You will see him on your little overhead display there, and running. This one's probably one of the most deep inside a town. Thanks. Go, dog's barking. Hold on. Sorry about that. Continuing on without the dog barking. A leaf blew in the wind. You know how that goes. We're still just heading towards the town crier, which we'll have to take a jog to the right. We haven't really gone past anything major. We're just getting into the town. We're going to run along the boardwalk here, and town crier is going to be on our left. Now you can see my house is right there, but I want to show you with it not lit up. We're still staying on the boardwalk, and when we get to kind of the town center, I guess you could call it, that's where we'll find the crier up here in case you got lost or something. Again, I'm going to show you from watching the video where the house is. Again, we came in from this way. So basically, we're still just staying on the boardwalk. Running. One of the things I like about Harvest, it's one of the few places you can steal Black Bolt cloths. There's usually two there, haha, but somebody stole them. I wonder who that could have been. Yeah, that was me. It's this first row house right here. I don't have the public cache sitting out, but there will be one sitting there, and you can verify that that I own this lot. But I will put a public cache out there for us and stuff, and that's where you will grab your first race flyer, and then you'll need to run out of here. I'm going to spare shooting me running out of here in the video, and I will pick you up on the other side after I've zoned out of Harvest. Our next race route stop is going to be Jannaford. So while this took us a little bit to the northwest and stuff, we're going to have to now head back, I guess you could call it a southeastish. I do have my coconuts on, so we're going to try to skirt this little bandit dude trying to block my path. Oh, we might get stuck by him. I think I got close. Nope, I made it. Yay. Okay, so again, we're going southeastish. And there's technically 3 ways to get to Jannaford. There's like 3 different control points. But because we're coming from Harvest, we're going to hit Superstition Canyon as our way in. Oops, I probably could have cut across. Well, there's not a road that way. I guess we'll take the road instead of cutting across land. I have a bad habit of cutting across land, as you can see. And one thing to remember on going through these control points, there's a lot of them that have gates that you have to interact with, either breaking them down or opening them, and you can't do that with a coconut. In addition, you're going to have your ranged mobs, flinging stuff at you. So even while you're in the gear I'm going to give you, and it's not the best gear, make sure you have your basic heal on your bar. I'd almost put it static, lock it down in your control deck for this particular outfit, and that's really all you're going to need to get through these. And I will shoot the video of going through it, but I will be taking my coconuts off going through it. Sure, you can run through part of it with your coconuts and then unequip one and be able to cast a spell, but you can't cast spells with coconuts. You can't open the doors with coconuts, and we don't have a quick mount dismount key. That's something I've asked for. I'd love to have it, where you could set what your mount is and just quick in and out of it and stuff. But anyway, I will go in here and I will run through this with you guys. So here we go through our first gauntlet. I think there's a way you can cut off a little bit of time if we go this way and drop down. But again, that's going to be dependent on your safe fall, because basically we are trying to go this way. I know my safe fall is pretty good for this. Your experience may vary. Ooh, ow, that hurt a little bit. I'm going to have to take a coconut off so I can open this door and heal myself, which is what I was talking about. So this guy's going to want to hit me. I'm just going to do some heals and get this door open. And I don't think I have very good equipment on right now and stuff. So you will survive this. Don't worry. Just keep running. Just keep running. And maybe take your coconuts a little earlier off than I did so that I could, get through that area faster. That starts the control point. Don't necessarily want to run across that. Now I'm stuck. Uh-oh. 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 I'm panicking. No. Just going to throw some heals on myself. Again, just having it static, and to get through these couple doors, you'll be fine, even as a low-level character. And thank goodness these guys are busy with a couple wolves attacking them. And we're just heading for the exit. And I will pick you guys up on the other side. And remember, you can't use these mysterious mages. Cheating. No cheating. You have to run through the gauntlet. So again, remember to get your coconuts back on, because you had to take them off in there. And we're going to Jannaford, so we're just going to kind of follow the road along here. It's a little twisty windy, but it will get you there and you don't cut through the woods like I have a tendency to do. And the next stop is just right up here. And I will pick you up inside of there. It's under siege. Remember that that's going to happen, and somebody might be under siege depending on the route they took and have to make that extra detour, and some won't. Sieges weren't in the game the last time we did this event, so that's going to add a little time thing as being able to run through sieges. I'm not going to give you the tips and tricks on that, but every one of those you can also run through kind of just like a control point. I will pick you up inside the city of Jennifer here in a moment. Okay, so we're inside Jennifer. We've escaped the evil siege. It's so funny saying that because actually that's one of my nicknames is Siege. A lot of my non-gamer friends actually call me Siege. They're the ones that started. It wasn't even from the gaming community. So yeah, I love saying the word siege, I guess, too much. Anyway, we just came in from Janiford. We zoned in. You are not going to cross this bridge. You're going to make a left. We are looking for Fierro Steele's home. The town crier is deep inside there. So if you watch this video, you are going to shave some time off this because where we want to go is up the hill to the area overlooking the waterfall. And so we have our coconuts on and we are charging up the hill. It's too bad this wasn't shot during the day because Janiford is actually quite a beautiful city as well. I really like how they've done it. I actually had a home here back when we used to wipe and stuff. It's not this house. It is going to be the next one over. Now at night you can see all this green glow going on. It's going to be this one. And there's a bulletin board and a public cache. So that one's pretty easy. Like I said, that one in Harvest was a pretty deep into it. But this one, we can go in and out of it very quickly. And it's just basically just a little run up the stairs. I'm even going to shoot the video just running out. Because it's just not that much time. And it also is going to help you gauge for you about how long it's going to take to run this race. I'll be doing several time trials back and forth just to make sure we got nobody cheating and stuff. Not that I think that folks would cheat, but you never know. Sometimes they do. Oops, see, look, I got turned around and it went the wrong way. It went up the hill. Bridge. This way. Wrong bridge. There's two bridges. Ha ha ha. Look at that. See, I got turned around going out. That could happen to you. Don't do what I did. Also, always look at your heads-up display to see where the exit is instead of following roads that go the wrong way. And then now we're going to be hitting our next stop, which I believe is Cottage Grove. And we still got our coconuts on. We're going to Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove is going to always be special to me because last year's Bi-Athalon was dedicated to a community member called Lacey from the EVL Guild, and she succumbed to breast cancer right before we had our event. And she was big into doing the EVL fashion shows and stuff, and so we'll be stopping in Cottage Grove here, where they do have their stage for the fashion shows, and just a fond remembrance point thinking of Lacey, our community member. I'm going to get a little light on this subject here. Oh, coconut's on. Can't cast spells. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Silly me. Let me get that on. Because it is a little dark here. So I'll run through this without coconuts. One other thing is it was Carrie Death who had set up this race or this stop from last year for Lacey and stuff. It's actually a town lot owned by Onyx, and I need to make sure that somebody's going to be available to take the flyers just before the event because we don't want them put in the public cache until right before the event because there's going to be some prizes in there, and we don't want folks taking all the flyers or anything weird, and we need the public cache set up. So if you happen to be from EVL and can help put me in touch with Onyx, I know I've tagged Onyx and Carrie Death. I just need to make sure somebody's going to be available to put the flyers in a chest here and make sure there's a public cache here. I'm still trying to finalize that, so that'd be a really big help. I'll continue to try to spam them or catch them somewhere on the forums and stuff and private messages or whatever, but this should be the stop. And again, this location is dedicated to Lacey from the EVL Guild, who succumbed to breast cancer just last year. So it's pretty easy to find. We just zoned in, and it's basically the second lot on the right. It is owned by Onyx. The town crier is down here, but you really don't need it because it's just right there if you watch the video. Again, all these instructions that I'm giving in this video will also be written down for people who have not watched the video. To get back out, you will just be going to this little red clicky there, and that will take you back to the overland map. Our next stop on the race route is going to be Baron's Reach. This particular location is hosted by Hannah Alpenglow, or maybe you want to say it Alpenglow, and they hosted a wonderful event for breast cancer awareness with the Airy Fund, and oh my goodness, such fabulous prizes. Not only did they give away hundreds of kodos and all kinds of crazy pet prizes and stuff, she also donated 100 kodos and another additional Countach wall painting for prizes for this event that I'm having. So her sponsorship of this event has just been absolutely amazing. Not my event, but I mean just the whole Think Pink October thing that's going on this month. So I just want to give her a little shout out and thank you. We're heading to Baron's Reach. Like I said, we have to go through Sanctispine, yet another control point, and stuff. So remember the things, the tips and stuff about the coconuts, equipping them, unequipping them to get that speed through there. But remembering you have to open some doors and stuff. Let's see, maybe we don't have to in Sanctispine. Wow, I'm actually shooting the loading screen. I don't usually do that. Let me cut that part out. Haha, of course, as soon as I hit the pause button, it was done loading. Because why? Because we have faster load times. Oh, let's get that coconut on. Just in case. I can't remember if there's a door I have to kick through or not in here. I want to say not, but we're just running through this. Beautiful snowy woods. Yay! Keeping our things. And the reason I do include these sections in here is I want to make sure that the younger players see it's okay, you're going to make it through here. There's some shocks and stuns, I think, on some of the mobs. Like, yeah, the shock alpha. Maybe I could cut over the top of some of those cliffs there to get through this. That's a hint and a tip and a trick, but you don't have to. Wow, we're really getting our butt handed. Oh, it'd be awful to die on the video, huh? Let's unequip that and get some healing going on. Something smacked the pee out of me a minute ago, apparently. There we go. Not running as fast, but that's good. It just helps vet it more that you'll see there's maybe a little danger through this one. Yep, there's that stun that I was looking for. We are almost through. There's bears fighting wolves, shock monkeys attacking us, lots going on. It's actually a pretty fun zone to hunt in if you're looking to do some skinning and stuff. I spent a lot of time in Sanctispine. Oh, coconuts. See, this is something you guys also have to remember. I gotta remember to put them on. Looks like there were no doors, so that's a straight coconut zone. Other than the healing thing, you cannot get that healing off unless you don't have these coconuts equipped. Let's see, we gotta go this way. I'm trying to remember. Might be making a wrong turn, but hopefully I'm going the right way. Yeah, we're going the right way. So yeah, just the coconut on and off thing. Getting that going on. And I think we're up this road this way just a little bit. That wasn't it, was it? No, okay. I know we're close. I'm trying to remember exactly where it's at. Oh, no, that doesn't look right to me. Uh-oh, hold on. Navigator's lost. Okay, not that terribly lost. I just shouldn't have gone to the right there. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Oh, it's under siege. Oh no. So I will pick you up inside as I navigate the siege. So here we are in Baron's Reach. I've got my coconuts equipped, and the lot we're looking for is owned by Hannah Alpenglow. Again, you can search for it here using the town crier if you hadn't watched the video. But it's basically, remember when I said earlier as we were going into harvest, it was kind of the same layout. Look how different this looks from harvest, but look at this. There's your low path, your high path. Same template, but what a difference deco makes, quote unquote, and biome makes on the same template. But you can basically say this is kind of the harvest template, this particular one. We're going to stay low. We're heading for that moon tower. That will be in your instructions, but basically that's where we're heading because we want to get inside these castle walls here because that's going to be where the row house lot is located. I am going to have to take my coconuts off yet again to open one of these gates. So I'm just going to go ahead and unequip that when I get the most maximum amount out of my speed. Yay, okay, speed gone. I'm inside. I will make a right turn, and this first row house on the left is where our cache will be. And it's just right up here. So pretty easy in and out, and again, much kudos. She's even got it set up out there already for us. That's where it's going to be. And then you would just need to run out. So again, I'll turn on my coconuts. And if I go really quickly, I think that gate will still remain open for me. And I don't have to reopen it again. I'm not certain at what point the gates close. I think they do close at some point. Or maybe they're just a static open close. You know, a bit off on thing. For whether they're open, but now I can run right back out and pretty easy in and out. I will pick you guys up on the other side once I've zoned out, and remember you can always, if you forgot where your zone out is, you can look on your heads up map, heads up display, HUD, whatever you want to call it, and that will help guide you back out if you forgot how you came into a town. Our next stop is going to be Serpent Watch. So we'll just come back out the same way kind of that we came in to Baron's Reach. And we're basically going to be heading towards Brittany. Which we are pretty darn close to. So this kind of was a perfect little stop. These working out. And actually that was a little bit by design because Hannah Alpenglow gave me a list of 5 places. Fiera Steel gave me a list of 5 places to use. So I've kind of tried to plan the route where we're covering a good part of the overland map and stuff, so I didn't want to put 5 right here in Brittany because there's like 15,000 people with places in them and stuff. But we're going to Serpent Watch. I can't remember which one this is. I think it's up this way. I think it's under siege. Of course it is, because that's where we got to go. Yes, it is. So I will pick you up on the inside of that. Everything's under siege. But you saw that at the start of the video how the sky was. Everything, like every constellation I could see and stuff. So I will pick you up inside there. Okay, so here we are in Serpent's Watch, governed by Wolfton, one of our very own radio DJ personalities. And it's actually his lot. Selene got the connections going for this. It's actually his lot that we are going to visit. We're just coming in straight from the entrance. We're going to make a jog right, just right on the path as the POT is laid out and stuff. And be sure to tune in to Wolfton and Selene's show. They were a sponsor last year of the event, again this year. And their show, I believe it's 8 a.m. No, gosh, I'm getting my times confused. I think I watch it or listen to it from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. my time, which would be 8 to 10 New Britannia, and stuff. Or no, 6 to... I don't know. You guys are going to have to look, and I'm sorry for not giving the right props. Anyway, it's this house right here He's got the public cash out already for us and stuff, and that's where your flyers will be. Hopefully they'll still be the purple glow, but it's right near the zone entrance, and pretty much, well, there you go, Vucha's Sweet Deals right near it, and that's where the next stop is. And again, the details will be explained. It's on the right side past the devotional and stuff, but it's right near the zone entrance. Very easy to reach and stuff, and that is the next stop. I will pick you guys up on the outside of this. Okay, coming out of Serpent's Watch, we're going to head back to the Brittany cluster, and we're going to be heading to Wolf's Den, which is near Brightbone Pass on our way back to Diamond Field slash Siren Song Bayou area. It's just giving you a shot of Central Brittany there and stuff, so you kind of get a point of reference. And I always screw this up and jog the wrong way. Hopefully I picked the right one. Let's see. Oh, that Tater Tot Empire. I've been hearing a lot about them. I think I saw one of their members on the live stream from the telethon. I think he had a fantastic bear hat. We want to get to that desert. I think I made a wrong turn. We're just cutting through the woods here because we're heading for the desert near DeSolis to go through East Reach Gap to be able to get on there. Sometimes this road's clear. We can stay on the road for a little bit more to pick up a more speed before we go to the desert, which doesn't have any roads, of course. So your coconut speed is not as fast. But we're heading right up there to East Reach Gap. I don't have anything fun to say. Other than, besides that, we'll be giving away prizes for the New Britannia Breast Cancer Awareness Bi-Athalon, which is a mouthful. Remember, you can donate through the Airy Fund to get the cloak. You can also donate through the Make a Difference store to pick up some of those items where the proceeds, a percentage of the proceeds and stuff, go to breast cancer research. I'm not sure exactly which charity the Airy Fund is sponsoring for this. I probably should have known that before I said this, but you can go to airyfund.org to check and see what the split is and how much is actually going to what specific charity and stuff. Sorry about that. That's my bad preparation. Coconuts on here in East Reach Gap. There is a door that I do remember that we have to open in here, but this one's a pretty short control point. I remember actually spending time doing this control point with the Phoenix Republic a couple years ago and stuff, and spending a lot of time in here. It was before we didn't have that many control points, and so this one was tested quite heavily. Definitely remember that and stuff. But I remember spending a lot of time here and being a little scared, because we had wipes every 3 months and people weren't really trying to level up and stuff and everything. And so it was a little scary, but you'd have a big group and you'd die. There's no death penalties, but you had fun just trying new and different challenging things. So coconut off, and I think that's the last one. We can go coconut on. And if you notice, I had those coconuts just kind of filtered down in my inventory so that I can put them on and off. Alternatively, you could have 2 decks or something like that, and switch between them. It's just a little easier this way because it's very easy to unequip a coconut in combat, but not so much to equip them. So our next stop is going to be Wolf's Den. And Justin's lot, one of the Deco Divas, and I believe also a radio DJ personality. She sponsored a lot and stuff last year and everything, and is doing it again this year. I do need to get in touch with her. I know she's probably busy with SodaCon and hanging out and drinking and having fun and stuff. But she doesn't actually have the chest out yet, and I just need to finalize for sure plans with her on that. Salttown, we didn't add a stop. We didn't have anybody volunteer a lot there. That would be a great additional stop to have if you have a lot in Salttown, preferably near the default entrance, not the back entrance. We'd love to add one more stop to this. I think it's not going to be a time issue for the route this year because we have so much better loading times. Wolf's Den is right near Brightbone Pass, which is going to take us back over towards Diamond Fields area. So it's just a perfect little stop on this route that we've laid out, and it's just about right up here. And Wolvesden, I'll pick. So of course you could talk to the town crier to find out where her lot is, but I know that her lot is located, if I remember right, east. Yep. So I'm just going to run literally right off the docks to the east, jump in the water, yay, because I've been running, so I'm sweaty. Now I've cleaned off, and I'm going right to this house right up here, due east. Again, this is her. She has a row and a village here. It was at the village last year, so I'm pretty sure that's where she's going to put it this year. Need to confirm it, Justin. If you happen to see this video, please get in touch with me. She had it here last year, and I cleaned off there in the water, so now I can get in the hot tub without polluting her hot tub. Yay. And I can pick up my race flyer, and then again, I'd head back out west to get back out. And let's see if we can take one of these as a shortcut instead of going to the zone out. We can double click on that. Quick and easy zone out. Now we're on the home stretch, and all we've got to do is get back to Siren Song Bayou. We got one more control point, and that's going to be Brightbone Pass. If memory serves, there are some doors we have to open here, so we will be doing the unequipping and the equipping of the coconuts. But this one's also a very pretty short control point, if I recall correctly. I don't have any light on, but that's okay. I think we can make it in the dark running through here. Look, the doors are still open. Ha ha ha. Because those people just came through. But I will have to open this other door, so I will have to do unequipping of the coconuts. Oh, I'm getting pinged in the back, which means they're critting me constantly. Dirt bags. And if you guys are wondering why there's so many coconuts here, way on back, I threw all my coconuts from a couple different accounts in a bin, and then they changed things, and I accidentally picked up all the coconuts, and so now this one character had all the coconuts, and I had to send the other ones back out to get coconuts, because I couldn't put the coconuts that I had back in the bin, because coconuts became non-tradable. So that's why I have all these coconuts, and I can't put them in a chest, and so they're just on me, and I haven't put them in my bank slot. So that's why you see all these coconuts. Anyway, heading out of here. I will meet you on the other side. So now we are on the home stretch, heading towards Siren Song Bayou / Diamond Fields. Same area, right around all the Phoenix Republic housing. I'm going to stay on the road a little bit here. And it's like heading towards Exeter. If you ever go to the Exeter mines, it's also heading towards the Elysium mines, definitely. If you're any kind of crafter, you probably have done that, because you need that gold and silver. I'm trying to get away from this skeleton. Leave me alone. Stuck on that street lamp. And if you notice from the screenshot for this event, it's actually a screenshot of this area that I got Dallas from Portalarium. The first year that we did this, he's like, you need screenshots. And, oops, I missed my boat there. You need screenshots, and he gave me the screenshot that only a dev can take of this high view of this area and stuff, and then I just later superimposed my silly little body standing right over top of Diamond Fields and stuff to do that screenshot. So again, thanks to Dallas. Dallas, again, as I've mentioned before, he was the one from Portalarium when we did the first one that got the Shooter Jennings stuff to become a Make a Difference item, and why we have that in the store. So Dallas doesn't get a lot of public facing time anymore. with the game and stuff. But I just really appreciate him for getting the breast cancer stuff going on in the Make a Difference store. He spent a lot of time vetting charities and to pick the one that the Make a Difference store sponsored. And I just have to especially say the Susan G. Coleman is not one you want to sponsor. It is one of those ones, if you go to the websites and vet the percentage that actually goes out as a charity versus the overhead, they're highly overhead. There's lots of folks that have a job working for a charity rather than the charity working for the charity. Sorry to diss them, but it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you should be aware of where your money goes that you donate. And I don't have in memory. There's several sites that will tell you percentages to overhead, percentages that actually go to research. And unfortunately, that one, while it's one of the most name recognizable ones, they're very overhead heavy. And that was one of the things that Dallas did in his vetting, was ensure that most of the money went to where we were trying to donate it to, and that there weren't CEOs making $1 million a year, or presidents, or whatever they're called for the charities and stuff, because that's something that just really bothers me, and I'm sure it bothers a lot of you. So here we are, over in the Diamond Fields and stuff. I'm just going to use Port Phoenix. You could use Jade Valley. You know, these are two I know for sure connect. I'm just going to use Port Phoenix to zone into to get to Siren Song Bayou, our finish line for the overland race part. So we've zoned in to the Phoenix Republic. We are going to need to hit a covered wagon to get to Siren Song Bayou, because it is quote-unquote a landlocked area. It's not on the water like Diamond Fields. Diamond Fields would have been the first boat on the left there. We're going to go this way, and we're going to take, I believe it's the first wagon on the right over this bridge in this POT template. Second one on the right. Okay, I think it moved. Second one on the right, and that will take us in there. And we zone in here on this bridge in Siren Song Bayou. And if that's the route you chose to get in here, well, look, we're going to go right to this boat right here, and that is the finish line. This is pretty much an undeveloped POT at this time. There's a few lots available, but it's not something we're focusing on. We're focusing on Diamond Fields. And basically, you will find me here at the finish line, and you will be turning into me or one of my other folks that help me. You'll be turning in your race flyers, one from each checkpoint, and then you'll be given a new flyer, which will have a fishing list for the fishing component. Now remember, when you turn these flyers in here, if some of them contained a prize, please, please, please say, hey, by the way, I won this prize. They will make a note of it and put that flyer for the prize in your name in a different bin, so that then later we can award your prizes and stuff. We're not going to do that right at the moment because it's going to take time off your clock for the race, but you will turn them in here. Now, because this has lots of water, you will want to spread out and move around and fish. In addition, you have a fishing merchant. If you need bait and worms or a pole or whatever. If you're super cash poor, we will provide a pole to you. We'll provide some worms to you, but that takes time for us to do the trade and stuff. So making sure you have a fishing pole on you and making sure you have worms on you is a very good idea. We've got a little radio out here and stuff, and mostly folks will be hanging out here as everybody's going around. There's a couple fishing platforms. You've also got this area to fish in, and you'll see folks spread out to fish. But we will mostly be congregated here for the finish line after party. There'll be some random prizes as well given out here for our spectators who didn't have a chance at the prizes during the race and things. That pretty much concludes the race route and should give you an idea. This is also, for those who have come, this is the same place where we have the boat emote and stuff like that. It's not beautifully decorated, but there's some things that they've made changes to in deco that you can't do anymore on water lots. And so this place is never pretty much ever going to move. I don't think you can do the plants in the water anymore like we used to be able to do. They changed that. And so it just has a very unique flavor from any other place, and it's never ever moving. I'm never putting it in a magic mover because it might not work again, and it was, a labor of love. It was one of the first places I decoed from Persistence, and that was for the boat emote, and so it's pretty much always going to be our finish line in our boat emote location. Anyway, that concludes this video on getting around the world for the third annual New Britannia Breast Cancer Awareness Biathlon. If you can't race or don't want to race and just want to hang out here and wait at the finish line, everybody's going to come here and everybody's going to be fishing. We'd love to have you. You can win prizes that way as well. And hope to see everybody next Saturday, October 21st at 1 p.m. New Britannia time, which is 2 Eastern to me, or 1 Central U.S. time. It's early enough in the evening for our European friends. It's a little late in the morning for our Aussie friends, but it's for a good cause. It's a lot of fun, and we hope to see the Aussies out there too. Take care, everybody. Happy hunting, and be safe.